calling Walker. You know how we do, baby. I'm back with another at the MORT video. Yo, my guys. I hope everyone had a beautiful week. And yo, so we on a volleyball team, and I say that we should have a TikTok from our volleyball team. I feel like it would be cool. I ain't really see any other team in the volleyball thing have a TikTok. You know what I'm trying to say? I just feel like it would be cool. And like I feel like people would love to see us play some volleyball. Love to see our highlights, you know what I'm trying to say? Love to get to know the team. Like we killing it right now. Like we killing it right now, and like you know what I'm trying to say? Like the team is like, yo, we eating it up. We eating it up. I feel like for playoffs, I've been looking at some drip that we should like run for playoffs. You know what I'm trying to say? Because it's like we're trying to win our first championship as a team. COVID slowed that down, but it's coming. It's gonna come. And I feel like this is our year. And it's like, bro, I don't know why Edmonton sports. Yeah, sorry. I feel like Edmonton sports is kind of like whack in the sense that if we were inside the states, we will make playoffs and we'll win this championship. Then we'll have to do like state championship, where it's like we're playing like against the whole province or like everyone, you know what I'm trying to say? But in Edmonton it's like, you know what I mean? And it's like I want rings, like championship rings too. I don't want no t-shirt. Like what am I gonna do with a t-shirt, my guys? But like, yo, let's get to Art de la Mort. You know what I'm trying to say? That's why we all here, but like comment down below if you think that our volleyball team should make a TikTok. And comment down below if you follow the TikTok. Because I most definitely will follow the TikTok. And I feel like we'll get bare views, bro. Like bare views. Like our team is jokes. Our team is jokes. And we're skilled, bro. Everyone has like a superpower. You know what I'm trying to say? Everyone has a superpower. Like it's that simple. But yo, if you haven't already, open up your Tapas app. Open up your DeviantArt app. And let's get reading, my guys. But yo, before we get into today's video, we on chapter 3 right now. Um, we had a really good comment. This is why I love when people comment. We had a really good comment, right? I'm not sure if I should say people's names, if people want me to say their names. So comment down below if you want me to say your name. Also, sorry, I didn't put my lights on because my eyes are killing me, and I'm actually planning on wearing my glasses because my eyes are killing me. And if I put the light in my eyes, plus it's just too much for me. So there's no like, yeah. So I'm not, yeah, but whatever. So like the comment said, I think the cause of the werewolves would age, and its potency/strength would increase if they were properly preserved. I love this comment. And when I replied to the comment, I didn't really go in depth because I wanted to read it here. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it was a really good comment, because it's like the cores of the werewolves would age, which means that the humans have a special way of keeping these like werewolves cores and all of that, right? So the cores of the werewolves would age, right? And then its potencies and stuff would increase. So basically the person that is commenting, he/her or they/them, is basically saying that like um despite the werewolf being dead, the core is still getting stronger, which means that the weapon that they forge, the armor that they forge, is getting stronger because the core of the werewolf, the potency, the strength of the werewolf is not being decreased, is increasing. So it's basically telling us that the werewolves, dead or alive, if you preserve them properly, right, they continue to get stronger. And I feel like that's very, 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 very dangerous, because does that mean that like at a certain point these weapons that the humans have become stronger than a lot of werewolves? And the answer would be yes. And that's something we really need to find out, because it's like if humans are carrying weapons that are basically nuclear bombs to werewolves, they have the power to basically destroy the whole werewolf nation, or the whole werewolves, or it could make werewolves basically run away from home and basically go into hiding because they're afraid, or it could create a big nuclear war type of thing where it's like werewolves have the power to kill um a vast majority of the humans, right? Because only a few humans have these S class, A class weapons, right? But the few humans that do have these weapons are able to kill some of the strongest werewolves. So I feel like that was a beautiful question. And yo, comment down below more questions like that so we can open up the videos, read in the comment section, and like, you know, and it's like it was lovely. I'm playing with my hair. It was lovely reading that comment. I was smiling because it's like, yo, so it's like someone's seeing things how I'm seeing things. Someone is deep in it how I'm deep in it, you know? I won't reveal your name if you don't want me to reveal your name. You know what I'm trying to say? But if you want me to reveal your name, I will say your name. If you care or you don't care. You know what I'm trying to say? But that was a beautiful question. I would appreciate more questions. So we're gonna get into reading chapter 3. And chapter 3, the Unforgiven and the Unfallen. Right? So the with the art is like the artwork is like this is flesh. So this is the person's flesh. And the deeper their hand goes in, it turns into a skeleton. Right? The Unforgiven and the Unfallen. So I guess it talks about life after death. You know what I'm trying to say? It talks about the depth of things, both in the flesh and deep within. You know what I mean? All the way to the skeletal. You know what I'm trying to say? There's also bubbles, which means that there's breath of life. You know what I mean? There's something that breathing, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like when you open your Coke and all the bubbles and it starts fizzing. You know what I'm trying to say? A new beginning type of thing, an opening type of thing. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's what this art gives us. And there's like leaves or flowers too that could correlate to the white rose. You know what I mean? Could correlate to how he experienced death. You know what I'm trying to say? He experienced the unforgiven and the unfallen. You know what I mean? It could have something to do with the white rose, and this could be his petals floating on the water. And we know water is not everlasting to everlasting because God created water, but water, you know what I'm trying to say, is a ever flowing thing. There's always gonna be water in the ocean unless God says, ocean, it's time to evaporate. You know what I'm trying to say? But as we go on, we got another AOS page, my guys, and it's the one and only Mimi the Golden Wolf Me. You got that right? So who is Mimi the Golden Wolf Me? Yo, I love this character. Comment down below who this character truly is. Whoever yeah. I got it. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. Comment down below who you think this character is. Right? Whoever guesses right, actually is like this. Anyone that guesses right, I have a special surprise for you. I have a special surprise for you, right? And the deadline is when I say the deadline is, right? So the deadline is when I say the deadline is. So it's not like the. But if you know who this character actually is, who this character was created after, I have a special prize for you, right? And the prize is gonna come. Is Yeah, basically I have a special prize for you. Just comment down below. If you get it right, I will be in contact with you. And yeah, I'm gonna give you a special prize. I'm not even gonna tell you what the prize is. I'm just gonna ask for your details. And yeah, I'm gonna give you a special prize. And there's a trick to it. Like when you receive the special prize, it's gonna come with a note. And yeah, once you get the note will tell you what you gotta do, and it's just that simple. But yeah, me, the Golden Wolf, me, my guys. His strength is only 9. Is it? That's 91. Speed 76. battle proficiencies. Yo, everyone needs to understand the art dilemma literacy. The same way you guys learn business literacy, financial literacy, scientific, you have to know art dilemma literacy. We have to be speaking in the art dilemma language. So you have to learn the literacy. And recovery is only a mere 39. He's graded as an 99 and he is ranked in S. This guy is sexy. Look at the locks in the front of his hair. This guy is sexy. Mimi the Golden Wolf. Me. His main weapon is the me. Yo, we got Mimi the Golden Wolf me. He's way over is the me. His age is not for us and me. His height is 5'5" me. His weight is 101 me. His hair is blonde on me. His eye color is blonde on you. His special technique is the Guaran Dance. The faster the whiter the better. You know that for them. But nah, no seriousness. His special technique is the I don't know how to speak Spanish. Guerrera stance, right? His hair color is a lovely blonde. His eye color is a light blue. He's only 101 pounds and he's 5'5", and he's old. He's 9,000. 9,000 years old. Wait, is this 9,000 or 41? I'm gonna say 9,000. Correct me if I'm wrong. So his bio. He is the first of the Hawaito Affairs pack. So that means he's after Hawaito, he's second in command. Born in 500 BS to a tribe of warriors called the Gorirea that lived to fight. The people of this tribe were very uneducated, using only simple words, facial expressions, and hand gestures. Saisho gave Hawaito orders to genocide the Gorea, resulting in Mimi becoming the first and only wolf to be transformed by Hawaito. I need some water. I'm sorry. Excuse me. As a wolf, me uses all Takaji. So if you remember what the Takaji is, it's basically full wolf, half wolf, and then you are. Let me go back. It's right here. So you got the Meteru, which is the full wolf, the Kanjo is the half wolf, and the Butsuri Takina, which is additional transfer and the boost. You know what I'm trying to say? Bigger claws, etc., etc. So he uses all of them, right? Using. Wait. As a wolf, he uses all but specializing in Metaro. So he specializes in being a full wolf. But he can use all of them. You guys get what I'm trying to say? But he specializes in being a full wolf. So I'm guessing that there's no real disadvantage in using a full wolf. I thought there'll be a disadvantage because you can't you're not on the two legs, but I mean if his special technique is the Guerrero dance, I'm pretty sure this guy does some wonders, you know what I mean? He uses it to scout out enemies. Using Butsuri Takina, he can hear heartbeats miles away, giving a great head count of the enemy. So basically, wow, this is very interesting. Basically, let's say if they're about to go to war, he will basically transform into the Metaro, right? Right? And that's his special technique where like he'll transform to the Mentaru, and then he'll scout out the enemy. And by hearing the heartbeats, he can probably tell Saisho Hawaito how much people are there, how strong the people are by hearing the force of their heart. You know what I'm trying to say? Because that actually tells you how strong someone is. And they'll be able to get a good gauge of the enemy. Also, let's say if the enemy's trying to plan a surprise attack, because he can hear heartbeats, he'll be able to be like, oh, there's some on the left flank, there's some on the right flank. There's 3 units separated by each other. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's what he uses the Mataru for, which is very, 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 very important in a battle, because it's like basically if Me is inside a battle with them, they are most likely not gonna get surprised by any surprise attacks because he's able to hear heartbeat. So if an enemy is trying to do any sort of flanking or any sort of square them in or circle them in, he can hear the heartbeat, so he'll be able to see where each of them are. Each of the enemy is on the battlefield. You know what I'm saying? Also, he is Hawaito's first wolf that he created. So the first of Hawaito for his pack, right? So his whole pack was ordered to be killed by Saisho. We don't know why, but we need to understand that story. And I'm gonna make the assumption that the pack was probably trying to be rebellious or try a plan a coup against Saisho. And it's like when you're the alpha, you kind of have to sometimes sacrifice your own. And I guess Mimi was one of the special ones that didn't die, and he transformed by Hawaito, right? So the pack the pack of warriors. So these guys were warriors, so they were human, but they were warriors, meaning that they were kind of natives. They sound like they were natives to a land. They were like natives, right? And they didn't actually. So that means, yeah. So basically, Mimi specializes in body language and hand gestures, and he uses like only simple words to communicate. So a guy like Mimi, let's say if there's a meeting going on, he's able to really, 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 really figure out people's body language, whether people are with them or against them. So this guy is actually really important for the Saisho Hafura campaign and Hawaito because he's able to because like yeah there's smell, there's hearing and stuff, but he's able to actually through language of the body and through language of the facial expressions and gestures, he's able to tell them exactly what people are saying without words, and he's able to give them exact interpretations, right? And he's someone that doesn't talk a lot, so he's probably someone that is like he is on your side, and he's an action person, so whenever he talks he's just like, alright, let's do it. Got that right. You know. You dig? Alright, let's kill. You know what I'm trying to say? Let's go, my guy. Like, that's how he communicates. Like, he's very simple with his words. So it's like, you just send him on a mission and he's done it. You know what I mean? And he probably lives like a private life. He doesn't really give off too much of his emotions, right? So his weapon is Mimi's dagger is made from his own bones, making it extremely strong, able to cut through dragons like butter, a lightweight weapon that allows Miwi to fight with speed, just how he likes. The feather at the end allows the blade to travel through the air. So this guy is actually crazy. So this guy, let's say he was in a battle, he either basically broke one of his bones and used it as a weapon. And this also correlates to the comment from the beginning of the episode, which is like, do the bones, the potency of the, I love that word, the potency, my guys. The potency of the bones need to be properly preserved. And now we have a clear-cut example of a werewolf preserving his own bones and using his own bones as a weapon, right? And this dagger is extremely strong. Why? Because Mimi is 9,000 years old, which means his bones are 9,000 years old, which means this weapon is 9,000 years old. So, you know what I'm trying to say? So he could have made this dagger 2 days ago, but it's still 9,000 years old. You get what I'm trying to say? Right? And it's kind of has like a boomerang thing, meaning like, it's kind of sick because it's like, you know how it's his bone, it's his flesh of his flesh, bone of his bone. So it's like his bone, it's like he throws his bone and his bone's basically like aka returning back to him, if that makes sense. Because it belongs inside of him. So it's like a boomerang thing, you know what I'm trying to say? And he basically is a dragon killer. So if he can cut through dragons like butter, right? That means he can cut through human skin like butter, vampire skin like butter. So this dagger is incredibly strong. And another thing you guys need to be aware of is that Hawaito isn't on the AOS pages, right? On the formal AOS pages. So do people have a full understanding of who Mimi is? If they don't, because they don't have a full understanding of Hawaito. So how would they have an understanding of the things Hawaito has created, aka me. Right? So the Kataji, the Mentaro, increases his speed by 5. The Kanjo increases his strength by 10. The Guerra dance is the fighting style of Mimi's clan. The Guerra were all small in structure, but fought with skill and grace like a dance, using daggers and light feet as their weapon. Have any of you guys seen the Brazilian dance when they're like doing backflips and cartwheels, and it's almost like they're fighting but they're not, and it's like they're making love? That's how I picture it. They have high agility. They know how to move their body, and they're like, you know, when Kobe Covington fights and he's moving his spine, like that's what it is. They have a high feel of the air and motion, and no motion is wasted. I feel like that's what the Guerra dance is. Is like you don't waste a single motion. It reminds me of Demon Slayer. I actually finished Demon Slayer this week when Tanjiro's dad did the, I forgot what it's called, but he called it fire breathing. It's like the key Hinamon Hinamino, and he was doing the dance. It reminds me of that dance. How the dad was doing the dance, and it's like he asked his mom, he's like, "Mom, how is my dad able to do this dance inside the winter?" And it's like because every motion he's doing, he knows exactly what each motion is doing and the meaning of each motion, and that's what the Guerrera dance reminds me of. It's like I can do this motion inside the winter because you know the power of it. You know the strength of it. So doing it in the winter, summer, spring, autumn is still gonna have the same potency. I love English. But yeah, we moving on. The Were Coyote. Main weapon, Diamond Dance Tekaji Shoiko. Estimated 5'6". Weight 123 to 199. Also, you gotta realize this guy is only weighs 101 and he's 5'5". He like Rey Mysterio, my guys. Eye color light green, hair color light pink. Special technique stealth, ninjutsu, moon, stance. Strength 37, speed 61, battle proficiency 69, recovery is 20, grade is an SS, old class is a B, update class A grade 70. Oh, that's a 55. I'm so silly. I said SS. Um Grade is now a 74. The Were Coyote's true identity is still unknown, but has been very active over the past year. With this, we have new data on her. Based on reports, we can say she must be around 18 to 20 years old. She wears a custom Ronin armor plate laced in diamond and still wears a white and purple mask. She is currently working with S-Class Hunter Elite Jilly One Shot Sasaki. Both over the past year have taken. Isn't this Mizuki? Taken the lives of 7 outlaws ranging from B to S class Orals, gaining a total of 1 million dexes. Diamond Dance Kataji Shuko. What we imagine it may look like. She has been seen using a special ninjutsu called Moon Stance, which was passed down from to the Tsukino family. The style requires the warrior to fight with dual type weapons, but only using one in the pair, using the other hand to attack pressure points. The Diamond Dance Tekaji Shuko are strong enough to kill all werewolves, making the werewolf very done. Whew! I think this is Mizuki or Mizuki's outer ego. You know how Nicki Minaj has like Roman and all that demonic shit. Oh, excuse my French. I think Mizuki has it too, but this you know what I'm trying to say, bro? This stupid Tsukino and Ogami family and their stupid weapons, yeah. Basically, this has a moon dance, right? So you guys need to understand the moon. What does the moon do, right? And the moon basically tells you, all of you astrologers out there, let me Google it right now. The moon definition, right? So the moon, the natural satellite of the earth, visible by reflected light from the sun. So the moon is the natural satellite of the earth. What does a satellite do? A satellite pinpoints. For example, let's say I put a satellite in space and I want it to track all robots. So what the satellite will do will track all robots on Earth, or for my nation, or for the space I want it to track. So the moon is a satellite for the whole Earth, right? You see it at night and it's reflected light from the sun. There was no moon but a sky sparkling with bright stars. Why? Because of the moon. So the moon is a satellite. So this moon dance, if we're gonna go, we need to go deeper. The moon dance is basically when she does this moon dance, like in the thing, she puts the claws, like I'm gonna say like Wolverine, on her hand, and then her other hand, right, as she's inside the stun, is literally pinpointing the pressure points. And while she's pinpointed them, she's using the Diamond Dance Takachi Shuko to slice those points. You know what I'm trying to say? So she's inside a deep state of Zen. That's what the moon stance is to me. A deep state of Zen. And she basically has your whole body and all of your chakra points in this moon stance. And she now uses those points to just finish you off without, you know what I'm trying to say, because she's in a deep moment of Zen. So she's not making, like, doing stupid slashes and stuff. She's probably, like, in, like, a stance. Or it's called a stance, Colin. And then what? She's probably not doing lots of motions, but every move you make, she already knows what she's going to hit. And she's just waiting and then, you know what I'm trying to say? The workout is very dangerous. And because of this, she is very dangerous. Because if she uses her moon stance, aka the satellite to the human body, right? She knows exactly where to pinpoint the weak points in the werewolf and kill them without damaging the core that they want to use as weapons. And I'm pretty sure they made this weapon from some werewolves. I'm pretty sure it's made from some werewolves. Right, we got more AOS pages. I love AOS pages. I think that I'm not sure what the rest of this episode is, but I feel like if this is the last AOS page, I feel like I'm just gonna leave it here because I feel like when you read AOS pages, you have to read the AOS pages. You have to digest on the AOS page before you start moving on. And for me, I find it really hard to read the AOS pages and then read this chapter because it's like I feel like if I'm not understanding the AOS pages fully, I'm not I'm not giving my full credit to the artist, to the director, to the author, because I'm going in with like a mind that hasn't fully developed a deep enough understanding of the work that's about to be displayed to me. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm disrespecting the work. So I need to fully understand it. I need to sit on it. I need to go into deep thought about it. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like if this is the last AOS, I feel like we have to leave it here and we have to go deeper and go back and talk about this stuff, you know? But the werewolf bio. The research provided suggests Sideshow and Hawaii to have different genetic traits. Ooh. Ooh. The wolves also in their bloodline will share these as well. To our knowledge, the wolf population only consists of Sideshow's bloodline, with the exception of Me Me Me. Me Me Me. So basically, every single wolf is Sideshow's with the exception of Me Me Me, which means Hawaito doesn't transform people. Which is why I guess Sideshow is the alpha, right? We can see visible differences between both bloodlines. Sideshows all have black or charcoal hair color and are said to have an increased cell generation. Sideshow would be the most prominent. Sideshows would be the most prominent in the data. She is said to be able to heal almost any wound in 9 to 8 seconds, 8 to 9 seconds, or 4 to 8 seconds. Is that a 4 or is it a 9? I think it's with also being able to recover from decapitation in the same time frame. That's disgusting. Others in her bloodline require anywhere from 90 seconds to 300. That is a 9. 90 seconds to 300 seconds. And can regrow limbs but not recover from decapitation. unless the head is reattached. Oh, that makes sense. So wait, so can the head still be talking and the body still alive? So basically, if they're inside a wall, you just have to throw my man's head onto his neck, and then he can heal. But Saisho, she doesn't. Her head will basically regenerate back on. That's actually disgusting. Now that you think about it, right? With sightings of Mimi, we can see his hair is blonde and Hawaito's is white. Okay, this is very interesting. This is very interesting. Um, this is science. I suck at science. I suck at biology. I'm really good at physics. I'm really, really good at physics. I'm really good at physics. Chemistry is not. I say chemistry is my weakest. I say I'm strongest at physics. Then medium is bio. Then last is chemistry. Right. So what we're seeing here is that with Saisho has a dominant she has dominant X and Y's. If you guys don't know what X and Y let's go on Google. X and Y chromosomes. If you don't know what X and Y chromosomes are, today we are going to learn X and Y chromosome. The in the XY sex determinant system, the female provided ovum contributes an X chromosome, and the male provided sperm contributes either an X or Y, right? So if the male gives an X, that means he has given you a recessive. But if he has given you a Y, he has given you the dominant. So basically, what we're seeing with Saisho is that with her charcoal slash black hair, she gives a dominant gene to anyone that she has made a werewolf. That is very important, my guys. That is very important. Because with that, she gives them cell regeneration. Right? With Hawaito, he gives a recessive gene, which means he gives an X. Which means he gives an X. And if we're going to do a chart, I don't want to open Microsoft, right? But if you guys want to get a pen or pencil, you draw a chart, so a box, and then do a cross in the middle. And then with Saisho, it's gonna be y, we have yx right? And basically what will happen is that the y will be dominant, and because it's so dominant, you're more likely you're probably gonna get 4 out of 4 get black or charcoal, or you'll have 3 get black, 1 get charcoal, and charcoal is like the recessive, but it's still dominant. You get what I'm trying to say? It's a dominant recessive, right? Whereas Hawaito, he gives you a recessive, right? But the recessive he's giving you is not a dominant recessive, which is why you're not getting white. You're getting blonde. Someone could get dirty blonde. Another person could get musky blonde. Why? Because he is giving you a recessive gene that is not dominant. So what this is telling us is that through their biology, Saisho is greater in strength than Hawaito because of the fact that the author has told us that Saisho has the dominant genes while Hawaito has the recessive genes, which means that Saisho's parents, whoever they are, and Hawaito's parents, whoever they are, Saisho received the dominant genes while Hawaito received the recessive. And we know this because of the hair color. They both have 2 different hair colors. I told you guys, my second best subject of science is biology. This is all common sense. You don't need to go to school to learn this. It's just common sense. So what's happened here is that Saisho has the dominant. Then her werewolves are able to get the dominant traits from her. Some of them get dominant recessive, some of them get dominant, right? But I'm pretty sure most of them get dominant recessive, right? And that's why they're able to have the cell regeneration, because of the dominant thing. But let's read on. We can see his hair is blonde and Whitehall's is white, discovering at least a difference of appearance for the different bloodlines. The notes on file do not have any... that's what I was saying. So basically, Me basically has taken Hawaito's recessive. So Me has like XX's, you know, that makes sense. And Hawaito probably has like XX's too, you know what I'm trying to say? He probably has capital X, lowercase x. If you guys get what I'm trying to say, you'll get what I'm trying to say. and it's that simple. But basically, Saisho is dominant, Hawaito is recessive, and they are both twins. So that means Saisho got the best genes, Hawaito got the recessive genes. If you don't know what that means, it means that if you have two males and the parents are, one is 6 foot, one is 5 foot one twin got the 6 foot, the other twin got the 5 foot. That is what it means. If you don't understand that, comment down below and I'll make it even simpler for you, right? The notes on file do not have data on Hawaito's traits, only that his cellular regeneration, which is not as potent. So no one knows Hawaito's traits. I think we were told, and I forgot. We were told, weren't we? And I forgot. It takes him 10 minutes to fully heal a wound with no. These are only theories, so we don't know. But the thing is like, he probably heals, and it probably doesn't take 10 minutes, but it probably does take 300 seconds greater or less than. If you understand that, then thank you. If you don't, then I don't know how else to explain it, but yeah. A werewolf is fully aged at 18. After that, no physical changes will occur. Meaning that werewolves, from the moment they're alive, they start hitting puberty. They stop hitting puberty at 18, bro. So, you know how nowadays you guys be taking growth hormones and all of that crap? You cannot take growth hormones after 18 as a werewolf because it's going to be useless, yeah? No physical change will occur. They also have a different pregnancy times. For example, wolf's pregnancy is 6 to 7 months. In order for a human to become a werewolf, they must have their heart pierced by a werewolf, following the burning of their body. After a full year, the body would have fully transitioned. You have to burn the body as well. All scars or marking will be healed. Also, defects, missing limbs grow back. They will also have heightened. So basically, if you're disabled, you are no longer disabled. They will also have heightened senses, speed, and strength. Muscles are more dense to match the change in bone structure. Not much is known about this transition, but we know this is the correct way a human becomes a werewolf. All that on Werewolf Anatomy was provided from the diary of the first Dracula. So that's very, very important. Because you guys remember, Kazuki got stabbed in the heart by Hawaito. I want to go back to that. Because now that we're actually seeing it, I actually think he got stabbed in the heart. Where is this guy? Where is he? Where are ya? Where is it? Where is it? We're still going? Yeah, we're still going. He's fighting. Okay, where is it? Did I miss it? Bruv, what? Okay, yeah, look where his hand is. He stabbed him right. I think that's the heart, because my heart's on my left, and this right here is the right, and this is the left. So he stabbed him on the side of his heart. So I think Hawaito may have changed because he's Kazuki into a werewolf, right? Because he stabbed him on the left side. Now the next thing we need to see of Kazuki is whether his body got burned. And I think his body did get burned. Because look, they're carrying cases, they're at a funeral. And if I'm corrected, the body's like got burnt, got incarcerated for ashes, right? So his body did get burned. So his body did get burnt, my guys. Alright, so we need to see now if Kazuki's gonna come up to life inside the next episodes, right? So another key thing is that the first Dracula has a diary of the anatomy of werewolves. This means the first Dracula was at war with werewolves. The first Dracula wanted to understand why these creatures are so much more powerful. This guy is dead. He's dead for a reason. He's probably dead because he couldn't defeat them. So from this, we know that the werewolves are top of the food chain. They are top of the food chain. Because if you're keeping diaries on someone or something, you're trying to figure out what makes them so much special, what makes them so unique. You're trying to figure them out. And you're only trying to do that because it's like you're not more powerful than them or you have an intrigue in them, right? So they have a diary. What this diary contains, we need to know. And are they using these diaries to forge these weapons, to preserve the werewolves? Did the first who how was the first Dracula able to have a diary? Was he taken on werewolves and did he have like a lab? Those are the questions we need to ask because maybe he had like a scientific lab and he would do like put werewolves through all sorts of stuff to see how they respond, and then he'll have people write it down. Like, have you guys seen like all those movies where they have like a huge lab and they're running all these tests and they're writing them down to find new findings on these werewolves and stuff, right? And I think that's what the first Dracula was doing. He was kidnapping werewolves, D class, A class, B class, maybe even some S classes, and taking their bones, taking their eyes, and running all sorts of tests to them and seeing wagwan with these werewolves, you know? And yeah, oh, there's more AOS. The anatomy of a werewolf and human are different. The werewolves do not have hearts, instead, they have cores. The cause of a the reason why they have cores is because their hearts get pierced and they break when they get pierced, right? So I think what happens is that what was once a heart turns into a core. It's a high dense organic material, and as time passes, this material increases density. This means that the younger the wolf, the less dense the core is. We know this. Based on research, it takes 2,000 years for a core to surpass the density of a diamond. So right now we know that um Me and his weapon have surpassed the density of the diamond. Hawaito has, Saisho has. We know those three have. The cardiovascular system functions based on vibrations and waves. Werewolves have an extra organ that we call the aphoric gland that receives the vibrations and the healing will enable the wings to expand, triggering the aphoric gland to cause vibrations in the core. These vibrations make waves enabling blood to travel through the entire organ system. And I feel like this is what is able to heal them quicker. Um, the more you are able to receive vibrations, the greater your healing. You know what I mean? The aphoric gland. Inhaling will enable the wings to expand. So the more you're able to inhale, the more your wings expand. The greater your wings expand, the greater you heal, and the quicker you heal. And because of the vibrations, right? Impact on okay. Disclaimer: research shown was found in personal library of the first Dracula. Like I said, my guys, this guy was running tests and taking werewolves apart and then doing that mad scientist type of drive. Impact on the corresponding vibration. This is the furry gland, this is a wing, and this is a wing, right? And then this is the core. So this was the former heart that was broken that has now turned into a core. See how it has broken things in it? I think it's a broken heart that has now turned into a core. You know what I'm trying to say? So as these things come in, the heat generated by the vibration increased the blood temperature of the werewolf as raised to 93 degrees. This change in heat is why we believe the skeleton's density, just like the core, has increased and is constantly increasing over time, making wolf bone's strongest raw material. The core is key for werewolf's life. If destroyed, they will die. Wolves like Sashuaito, Yoko, and Mimi are immortal until more. Okay. Ooh. So Yoko, yeah, sorry, I forgot about Yoko. Yoko no. Werewolf bone increase density growing over old bone marrow. So as you guys can see with the shade color, the bone marrow is so much more dense. Then they have an outer layer of the bone density growing, right? So the density plus the outer layer, right? So werewolf bone is the strongest raw material in the world, right? And Me uses the strongest raw material as a weapon. That is mad. So and the reason why these guys are immortal is because they are like 9,000 4,000. I'm gonna say that's 4,000 years, 5,000, 6,000 years old, and there's nothing as powerful as that alive to destroy them or kill them. Wait, but the only thing that is, but there was werewolves before them though. So this is why this gets interesting, because werewolves before them. And another thing is, with the research done by the first Dracula, can you accelerate how old a werewolf becomes to make weapons stronger than werewolves? That's that. Yo, I'm gonna leave on that note. I'm gonna leave on that note. Then I would want to see people's comments. Comment down below what you think. I'm gonna leave on that note, and then I want to see people's comments, right? But yo, that was a very interesting episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and yo, let's help Art de la Mort grow. This is very interesting and it's lovely, man. I got excited talking about it, but it's King Colin Walker. You know how we do, baby.